Hey everybody, it is Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and I'm out here in the garage procrastinating. I really should be making the Texas Gun Vault poll question of the week. It's already 5:15, and normally I try to release these before I go to bed. So I haven't even made that yet. I got the computer out here and everything, but I'm kind of procrastinating because this is my weekend or my week off coming up. So I'm taking the week off from work. It's a little vacation for me, and before I start all of my summer projects and work and everything going on there. So I kind of went out and I bought a accessory or a new sights. I guess it's not really an accessory. I guess it's just new sights for my Glock clone, which is this one right here. This is my Lone Wolf Distributors Glock 19 clone, and this is one that was given to me for review from Lone Wolf Distributors. And I had problems with it, only from the sighting standpoint, where the gun shot really, really low for me. And so I took off the original Glock sights, which, by the way, if you ever take off anything off particular guns and you keep them, make sure you mark what they are. So I put them like this little baggie here. I'll mark them saying stock Glock 19 sights. But I went ahead and I put on some Ameriglow suppressor height sights for the Glock 19. Got these for a good deal at Rifle Gear, and I think they look pretty good. I went with suppressor height sights, even though this is not a threaded barrel, because I can probably just put on a threaded barrel from this if I decide to do other types of tests, which, you know, when I got this gun, I thought this thing would be a fantastic kind of like a test gun for accessories. Lasers, lights that I may get in for review or whatever, but it just shot so low. So I installed them. They went on easy, and I'll tell you, one of the nicest things I ever bought myself was a sight pusher. This thing has been fantastic. I think I got it on Amazon, made by VISM or Vism, and it doesn't have very good reviews generally online, but for me, it's been fantastic. You just got to take your time with it. Don't rush it. And really make sure everything's all lined up. And it actually works pretty darn well. So I've been happy with it. I think I got it for, I don't know, $100 or something, 120 bucks. And I think I've only had one or two pistols that it doesn't work on, just because of the shape of the side of the slide, or size of the slide. And so it helped me put on these sights. And I know you don't change sights that often, but I guess if you are a collector or somebody that works on guns, it's totally worth it. Otherwise you have to go down to a gunsmith and pay someone, $50 to do it. Or I guess you can do it yourself. I guess there's a way to tap them on there, but I got the right tool to replace the front sight and to push the rear sight. So it's been a worthwhile investment. But yeah, it's just accessorizing and upgrading some guns. So now I got to get this thing to the range and see if these new sights make the gun shoot any better. I'm not sure if maybe the other ones just had a wrong height on them. I have no idea, but the gun just shot crazy low. And so hopefully this is going to remedy that problem. If it doesn't, I don't know what I'm going to do. But nothing on the gun seems to be out of spec. Nothing's loose. The barrel looks like it's in the slide straight. Nothing makes me question it, so I don't know. It is a cool looking gun, isn't it? So anyway, that's what I'm doing today. I'm procrastinating. But I guess I am going to have to get around to making this video tonight, and then go back inside and edit it, and I guess come up with a question for next week. But anyway, I just want to give you a little bit of behind the scenes action in case I don't get the video out tonight, which I'm pretty sure that I will. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. Just out here enjoying working on guns. Just like I tell you guys, when I go to the range, I don't really get to enjoy going to the range because it's always about business. So when I'm out here working on guns, many times it's because I'm having to make some video or something. Anyway, I just don't get to tinker around on guns for my own pleasure. And that's what I did today. I decided to do that for myself. And I guess now I have to get back to work. So anyway, what kind of stuff are you guys buying? By the way, I went to the gun store today, Rifle Gear, as I mentioned. I think I also went over to Shields. And I can tell you, right now there's nothing really on my want list that I'm willing to, drop a ton of money on. There are guns that I'm looking for, but they're going to be really hard to find, or they're very specific. So I'm normally not going to do like an impulse buy. There are a few things that interest me, but man, are they expensive. Like Shields has some of those HK, is it the Expert or Elite 9 millimeters USPs, and I'm telling you, they're not worth $1,400 in my opinion. They're not worth it. They're cool and all that, but they're not worth $1,400. See, I look at some rifles. They have one of those B&T 15 or the Hanel, what are they called? CR556s. They were on sale at Rifle Gear for like $300 off, which is like a tenth of the price. It's still way more. I mean, I wasn't going to spend that kind of money today, but it's tempting to look at it. But then I remember I reviewed one of those rifles, and I didn't like it. It's cool from a historical standpoint, but it's not that worth that much to me. See, what is on my list that I would buy if I immediately saw it? A CZ P10F full size and urban gray tactical. I'd buy that. I would buy a Smith & Wesson TRR8 Performance Center 327 revolver if I saw one of those. I guess that's really about it. Another gun that I looked at today that I was kind of interested in is, I know some people are going to go, wow, that's a real cheap gun or not your style, but I'm kind of fascinated by it. I did a review on it. I had an issue with the trigger, but I know it was probably just that example. It was the SIG SP2022, and they have like a new batch out now. I know it's the polymer version of the 226. It's not as cool as the regular P series. It's supposed to be their cheaper version, but I want one. I know that's weird. It's a gun that I want, and I still don't think it's worth $600. Man, if that gun was a $500 gun, I'd be all over it. I'd be all over it in a second. But at $600, oh, no, nothing out there really. I want that bad. So, what are you guys noticing at your gun shops? Are you guys finding the price of guns are really high? Because I think they are. And I'm noticing that the gun shops are full of inventory. So Shields, the big box stores, Rifle Gear, a couple of other gun shops that I occasionally visit, their inventories are just full. I mean, they got guns everywhere. Okay? It's not like it's a panic time or any of that where supply is limited and low. But the prices just seem to go very high. I know it probably has to do with inflation. It probably has to do with supply chain stuff. You know, everything that's going on. Everything in the world right now is so expensive. But it's really affecting guns. And I guess I'm just at the point in my collecting where I'll buy what I want at what I consider as a fair price. You know, so I don't mind paying what they're worth. But when it comes to an impulse buy, it has to be a deal. Does that make any sense? So those guns that I listed, like if I saw a CZ P10 Urban Gray F Tactical, I would pay market value for it. You know, I would pay maybe a little bit above it because I want that gun right now. Same thing with that Smith & Wesson revolver. But I have to get a really good deal on something else, like that SIG SP2022. It'd have to be a good deal. I'm not going to pay, I guess, kind of the going rate. And every time I go to a gun shop, I always go on Gunbroker and kind of see what the going price is. And I'm willing to pay more than what the Gunbroker online prices are. But if it's too much more or they're the same, it's not worth it. I don't know. What are you guys feeling right now when you guys go gun shopping? That's why I've been kind of sticking more to the upgrading and accessories. So I bought this set of sights, as I mentioned, for, I don't know, $80. And I think it was a huge upgrade to this gun, hopefully. Well, anyway, I have to go shoot and make sure this thing is going to shoot better and shoot where I pointed at. It being, I don't know, 6 inches low at 10 yards, you know. And I'm a pretty good shot. I'm not the world's greatest, but I know how to shoot a pistol. So we'll see. Anyway, so I guess I sound a little down today. I don't mean to sound down. I'm just a little bit sad that the prices are so high right now in all of the gun world. I don't know why. as I said, there's lots of inventory out there, and I guess it's kind of a seller's market, but I guess on the higher end guns it is, people that are wanting to collect stuff. But my gut tells me, and I could be wrong, but everything has an ebb and flow. I think that in the next year or so, if nothing big happens, I mean, for example, if the midterm elections kind of go our way on the pro-gun side and pro-gun people take Congress, which honestly it looks like it kind of is, I think you're going to see the prices come down a lot. Yeah. So, oh yeah, what else do I got out here? I'm supposed to be doing a range report. I've already shot it. Let me show you the honey badger from Q. So this is going to be out here. I'm cleaning it up before I do the range report video on it. Yeah, but the Q honey badger, it was not as nice as I thought it was going to be. I had some problems with some subsonic ammo not cycling. And so now I spent a lot more ammo reviewing this than I thought I would, because I could not get that subsonic to work. So I had to use the supersonic ammo that D provided. And so I used almost all of it. So I don't know what I'm going to do when it comes to the Noveske Ghetto Blaster. I got to get some more 300 Blackout. But yeah, people are saying that this thing is supposed to run with a suppressor. I will really like this flash hider cover up here. I'm trying to remember what this attachment's called. I think this is called the Cherry Bomb up there. And really nice. And I like this cover a whole bunch. It looks fantastic on it. Whoop, wrong way. There we go. And they say that if you run subsonic ammo, it's supposed to be run with a suppressor, but I disagree, because I see people run subsonic 300 Blackout on these short barrels all the time. Now, if you've been following my channel for a long time, you guys know I've talked about my Sequence Precision SBR that's in 300 Blackout. I had to have the gas port drilled out to a size bigger because it just was not getting enough gas. Even though I had an adjustable gas block, if I wanted to run subsonic ammo without a suppressor, I had to open it up. And it works fine now. But yeah, I had to adjust it for that. And I don't know if that's what this needs, or it's just supposed to be run suppressed. Now, I did not bring the Allen wrench to adjust the adjustable gas block on this, but maybe it's a little bit in there. I don't know. I try not to mess with the settings of other people's guns, but in order for it to run suppressed, I think D may have to open that up a little bit. But I'm going to talk about that in the video. But I think this is the way it came stock. I don't think D changed anything on it. So that's the stock setting. So it does not run subsonic unsuppressed, but it may if you adjust it. Because I don't really want to mess up anybody's guns. I don't want to change it. It's not my place. And I always mention that in the videos, because what if I change the settings and the owner's like, oh man, I had the thing perfectly tuned for the way I like it to be set up. And then I would feel horrible. Then they have to go to the range and, fiddle around with all the settings and get it back to where they want. So I just review the gun as it is and tell you my experiences and document those. And you can take that information and those data points and run with it. I don't say that's the way every one of the guns run. I'm not saying that's a similar problem across every example. I'm just saying with the example that I have is the issues that I experienced. So yeah, this is a really high quality gun. See, what can I give you guys as maybe a kind of a spoiler for it? One of the things I am noticing about this finish, it's a unique color. It really is a cool color for the Q Honey Badger. But the finish does not seem to be even. Like there's splotches on it that are darker and then some that are lighter. But I don't think it's from wear. It's just the coloration or the anodization of it. I do know that when you anodize aluminum in colors, different batches are going to come out differently. And you have to be really careful about how it's finished or prepared or any of that. Black is very forgiving when it comes to the color and the anodization, but other colors, especially lighter colors, are not. And so I am actually a little bit disappointed with the finish on this. I mean, it's definitely solid. I mean, it's definitely covering the whole thing. I don't see any wear on it at all. It's just kind of splotchy. That kind of surprised me, especially coming from a company like Q. But anyway, I guess that's all that's going on today. I just wanted to procrastinate, talk about some stuff, talk about gun prices, show off the Q Honey Badger, talk about some sites, and see what you guys are up to. And I guess I got to get going on this video. So, all right, it's 5:30. Man, I've been talking for 15 minutes. So just some rambling. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. And if you make it to the end of this video, I'm just curious how many people are going to watch to the end. And maybe I'm kind of making it a little bit long because I need some more watch time on my videos on this channel, because once I get so many watch hours, I can monetize it. But if you get to the end of this video, and so I know you saw it to the end, say, see, what can I say? Say 300 blackout or some variation. Just put 300 or blackout or something in your comment, and I'll know you made it to the end. And that means a lot to me. All right. So if you don't put that in there, I know you're a poser. You're not a real Texas Gun Vault 2 fan. Or you just can't stand to hear me talk for that long. I guess both are very legitimate excuses. All right, so there you go. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.